Man, I get this work. All I do is work. All I do is work. All I do is work. Bessie B and man, I get this work. All I do is work. Yeah, all I do is work. Man, I get this work. Don't make money, then it don't make sense. You don't make money, then keep it 2 cents. Hating on me, cause the bitch gotta get it, they mad, cause the bank account got 7 digits. I'm a boss, you a secretary. Money come first, never secondary. Like Montana, I ain't never worried. My diamonds cold like February. Everyday basic, can't understand it. That's why they talk shit, cause they can't stand it. Pussy on a pedestal, you can never buy it. Get a little ratchet, but don't even try it. Got my own money, but I love to get it for me. So I put it in the savings and I get the interest on it. If I want it, I can get it. You don't need a co-signer. I got 700 credit, independent, don't forget it. All I do is work. All I do is work. All I do is work. Man, I get this work. All I do is work. Yeah, all I do is work. Man, I get this work. Burn bread, no toaster. My girls bankroll like Oprah. Paparazzi wanna get a close up, so they always there when I show up. Got a car in the crib and a bag full of chips, so your man always begging for a call and a kiss. Pretty girls working, I know he wish he could move at the job to the boss of the shit. Wanna employ me? How to put him in his place like an employee. Make a little space for your girl to breathe. Inhale, exhale, now back to work. They say my name is a compliment. Bitches mad cause the queen's so confident. Presidential, y'all just copy it. Go sit your ass down where the lobby is. All I do is work. All I do is work. All I do is work. Man, I get this work. All I do is work. Yeah, all I do is work. Man, I get this work. More money, more cars, more clothes. More money, more cash, more dough. I get that M-O-N-E-Y, man, with that even trying. But I'm putting in work so my net worth is multiplying. And I get it how I want it when I need it. No secret, haters can see it. You make a head with your broke ass never with no cash, man. I get this. All I do is work. All I do is work. All I do is work. Man, I get this. All I do is work. Yeah, all I do is work. Man, I get this.
Let's go, everyone. We have a great show tonight from me and myself and my brother from a different mother, Brandon. We're going to preview the Niners Dallas game. We're going to talk about what positions are greater than the others. Would this be the game of the week? All right after this. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be bringing you a show, myself and Brandon, Brandon represents his YouTube channel, Forever Faithful Podcast. I represent the Niner Sickness Podcast. We're going to unite. We're going to try to get Brandon's channel going. We're going to try to bring some activity to his channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to his channel. Let's help him grow. We are all Niner family. We all support one another. So if you're watching this right now or you're watching this on a replay, do me a favor. Make sure to go to my boy Forever Faithful Podcast and subscribe. Brandon, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, Beto. Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the help, man. I really appreciate it. Trying to get up there and get my channel growing and everything, like you said. I do this for you guys, the faithful, and I would like, give you guys the updates on the Niner news, Niner games, all that stuff each and every week, and I always enjoy the show I put on for you guys. So once again, like Beto said, hit that like, subscribe button over on my channel. If you guys are over at Niner Sickness, go over to For Your Favorite Podcast, hit that like, subscribe button. And if you want to, have both channels going in the background, and we can both get those views. So, yeah, let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, if you're watching from a computer or if you have two devices, like Brandon said, make sure to have both browsers open. That way that Brandon gets the views, I get the views, and we'll continue to bring your content each and every week. We'll make it worth your while. We're going to bring you stats. We're going to bring you information, updates. Brandon does good at that, man. And again, we're family. We're trying to support one another. So I'm here to support my boy, Brandon. With that said, everyone in the chat, welcome. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is doing great. Let me go ahead and start acknowledging all our viewers. We got the queen of the crop here, royalty, and Dawn. Dalton, how you doing, Dawn?
What's going on, Dawn?
Let's go, Dawn in the house. We got Jimmy Perez in la casa. What's up, Jimmy? He says, what's up, Beto and Brandon? Smash that like button, people, and subscribe. That is what I'm talking about, my brother from a different mother. We got John. We got John in the house. What's up, John? Welcome, John. Welcome. We got the lovely Laura Cat Royalty in the house. How you doing, Laura? Good to see you. We got my boy Javier Rios popping in. What's up, brother? What's up, fellas? Let's go. Let's go. I got my beautiful niece, Ma Lopez, in the house. What's up? Ma, how you doing? Welcome. Always supporting her uncle. Loves her Niners. Great to have you. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bashar, 49er minded. Let's go. We got one of my good moderators, Damien Lee, in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be starting to show me and Brandon, trying to get his channel going, show him some love, some support. So I'm not, throughout this show, I'm going to keep reminding everyone to make sure to subscribe to his channel, make sure to support him. Let's get him up to 500 subscribers, and then we can move from there. Let's help a brother out. So, Brandon, we are going to be previewing the Cowboys and Dallas game. Most likely it's going to be the game of the week. Everybody's anticipating Sunday night football. People are fired up. Sure. The Cowboys think they're going to the Super Bowl. Niners want to know the Niners want to know if we can play against a defense like that. Neither team has really played great teams. Let's keep it real. The Cowboys are delusional fans if they think that they beat up the Giants, who we're finding out that they are crap. Just like we're finding out that the Steelers are crap. But for them to think and already getting tattoos, 2023 Super Bowl champs, is absurd and crazy. Do you think the Niners will put the Cowboys in their place this Sunday night, bro?
So I'm going to say yes, and that's not just me being a fan. It's me just being for real. Mind you, throughout the 3 weeks for both teams, um, Niners have proved on both sides of the ball what they could do, defense and offense. Dallas has only proved what they got on defense. They haven't done jack shit on offense yet. And mind you, they lost against Arizona. So that should kind of tell you something right there too. So I'm going to be looking out for that offense this week that Dallas has because they haven't been able to perform yet because of their defense stepping up and basically taking care of business. And so, like I said, I'm going to be watching out for that, see like what they actually got on offense because they haven't done really much on offense these past 3 weeks. Um, and be on the lookout for some Dak interceptions too.
Absolutely. Real quick, Dawn just says she's not going to be able to stay in the live, which we respectfully thank you for letting us know. Her husband's birthday today, so let's go ahead and wish him a happy birthday real quick.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Don Dotson's hubby. You Raiders are traitors too.
There you go. Happy birthday, brother. Enjoy. He's a big Raider fan. Not everybody is, bright. So we'll go with that. We got Maverick in the house. What's up, Maverick? How you doing, sir? Grab your beverage, put your feet up on the couch, and enjoy this show. Make sure you guys share and comment. So I'm with you. I think this will be a challenge for the Niners as well. That Dallas defense is no joke. They got a lot of speed on that. I know they're missing Diggs. They're all pro corner. But the guys that are stepping up are not as bad. The question mark that I have, Brandon, is on the offense of the Cowboys. They're not doing too hot in the red zone. They're not moving the ball. They're not able to punch it in. A lot of their points have come from the defensive side of the ball. They seem to put the offense in a nice cushion, put them in nice field position for them to try to do something. But if you notice, the only game that the Cowboys fell behind on and got ran over was the Arizona Cardinals. And once they had to put the ball on Dak Prescott's hands, he had the one interception, which is against the Cardinals. I think the Niners will bring that pressure. Now, I want to ask you, I know it's a change from D'Amico Ryans over to Steve Wilks. I know Steve Wilks still has to find his groove, kind of getting that feeling of his players. And I know that when it comes to pressures, we're leading the league. But does it seem to you that the pass rush isn't not as strong as it was last year towards the end of the year? What are your thoughts just from the Niners pass rush in these last 4 games you saw?
Yes and no. I think it's still too early to tell. I think once like everybody's like more settled in and the season continues to go on, I think you'll see an improvement with the pass rush. But I feel like they'll get better for sure. I did notice that, especially against Arizona last week. Especially that one drive that was 99 yards. But come second half, they tightened up and they look just as good as they do all the time. So I'm not too worried about it as long as our front four gets up and makes gets that pressure on the quarterback. We should be okay. And like I said, Dak and the offense haven't performed as much yet. So just be ready to see Dak running for his life and possibly throw a couple interceptions.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith made a bet with Perks on First Takes, and It's a gutsy bet. I gotta admit, it's not about who wins the game. The bet is that if Dak throws 2 interceptions, and they made $1,000 bet, Stephen A wins. If Dak only throws 1 interception but not 2, then he has to pay Perks $1,000. So it's for them, it's like me and Brandon betting like $5. But it's still a bet amongst men. It was done on a live show, and I cannot wait to have Stephen A get his money for Mr. Perks. Or not Perks. I'm mistaking him from
Ragu.
Ragu, yeah. So
Marcus Spears.
yeah. So that's the guy. Yeah. What's up, Brian? Cope, welcome, my friend.
So,
Welcome to the channel. You want to add to that?
So you want to know, because I did a bet too today with one of my coworkers.
Okay.
So basically, we bet he thinks that Purdy's going to throw his first interception this game, and I said, no, I don't think he will. So we're betting breakfast.
Okay, so the bet is that if he throws an interception, you lose. If he doesn't, you win, and the winner gets treated to a breakfast.
Yep.
Is he a Cowboy fan or just not a Niner fan?
He's a Raider fan.
Well, not much we can say about the Raiders right now. They're deploting as we talk, bro. From the front office to the team, and nobody wants to be there. I expect Max Crosby to soon ask for a trade. Devontae Adams already doesn't want to be there. We'll see what happens, but they're self-exploding over there. They're not playing good football. We'll see what happens, but I hear him. I hear he's in pain. But yeah, a lot of these bets are being made. The Niners and Dallas Cowboys go way back into the 70s rivalry. Now the Cowboys unfortunately had the upper hand in the 70s. Then the Niners kind of took over in the 80s, and then the Cowboys kind of took it back in the 90s, right? And now for the last 2 years, the Niners have kicked the Cowboys home out of the playoffs. Now, it hasn't been a championship game, but whenever you get a rival team out of the playoffs, it's always a great thing to experience. And the Cowboys, Brandon, I think, have the true pressure on trying to beat the Niners this Sunday. Why? Because I believe that in their mind, Dak Prescott, the running back, Pollard, the receiver, CeeDee Lamb, and defensively, it has to be in their head. We can't beat these guys. And if they start falling behind, it gets in their head like, man, can we beat this guy? And so they have to get that back. And they're going to do everything they can to get this win. But with that said, guys, I don't think Christian McCaffrey has been playing his best football yet. And that's credit for me to say because he's been on fire. He finally is comfortable with this offense, Brandon. The guy's unstoppable. He sees the lanes. He makes the proper cuts. I forgot who said, I think it was Steve Young, said he's the Jerry Rice of the team right now. And that's big praise coming because Steve Young was in KNBR, and that was big praise from Steve Young. How excited are you for CMC so far? And for all the doubters that said that was going to be a dumb trade, we gave up too much for McCaffrey because he gets hurt, blah, blah, blah. How are they looking?
This offense just runs through Christian McCaffrey. Since he's gotten here, like you could just tell the difference, how smooth they run now, how open receivers are, how much our run game has improved. Christian McCaffrey is like the freaking GOAT right now, to be honest with you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like he's playing his ass off. My only concern is Kyle's using him too much. these past 3 weeks, and I think we need to calm down on that. He had 27 carries last week, with his 4 touchdowns, and I'm still worried because we're using him too much, and I don't want an injury to happen. Knock on wood.
No,
So I
you're
think,
right. We don't want injuries, but
yeah,
the way that defenses have to game plan,
yeah,
the way that Kyle's able to call his plays because of having CMC on the field, he is too important of a chess piece not to have him on there. I understand you don't want to work him too hard. It's a long season, but let's be honest. Elijah Mitchell is probably the only running back that can kind of keep up a little bit. The problem with him, he's always hurt. And I love myself, Mason, but Jordan right now, and I keep forgetting the third one.
TDP.
TDP are not, for whatever reason, showing their potential. So the Niners really have to rely on Christian McCaffrey. Even if he doesn't get the ball, just his presence on the field opens up a Uke, opens up Debo, opens up Kittle. They can do so many different formations because of the personnel of CMC being on the roster. This is why I don't want him to get hurt. God forbid he gets hurt, but it's football. And I don't want to hold nobody back when he gives you the best chances of winning. He's smart. He's playing some smart football. He's trying to avoid those big hits. And unfortunately, even when you do your best, if it's your time to get hurt, it's your time. All we can pray is that it's not a major injury. But who knows? He can play the whole year with not even a scratch, bro. This offensive line is protecting him, opening up lanes for him. But this offensive line against that defensive line speed, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. Let me ask you, this is what I've been hearing. The Niners need to run towards number 11. Not away from number 11, but towards them. As he comes and brings the heat, as the pass rush comes, run towards the pass rush to slow it down. What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree with that? Or do you think the Niners should just run away from him?
No, I think you saw how great BA has been doing. He had those 2 deep passes from Purdy that were a big gain. I think he went 147 yards for the game.
Yes.
So like we continue to throw to him more. This offense is just gonna go off, man. And I feel like we could use Debo a little bit more too. Not always go to BA, like mixed up a little bit so we could confuse the defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like since BA has been in these besides the Thursday night football game against the Giants,
Yes.
we haven't seen a lot of Debo because Purdy's been focused on BA a lot. So if we could just mix it up a little bit against these Cowboys, man, I think we should be all right, dude. Like have a little bit from BA, have a little bit from Debo, have a little bit from CMC, have a little bit from George Kittle. Like we do that, dude. Ooh, we should be cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't speak for Kyle Shanahan. Obviously, I'm not him. I'm not in his mind. But
Yeah.
based on what I've seen, bro, I think that because we see lack of Debo doesn't mean that he's not getting himself open or they're not using it. I really believe, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion, that Kyle is a creature of habit. He doesn't want to show his hand as much as possible. If we're winning with just Brandon, if we're moving the ball with just CMC, he's not going to call plays for Debo. He's not going to call plays for Kittle. He's going to allow those plays to wait and simmer until someone can stop Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Once someone can stop Brandon Ayuk or someone stops CMC, this is where he'll call upon Debo to step up. This is where he'll call upon Kittle. So this personnel that the Niners have, as long as they can remain healthy, Brandon, listen, Kyle can do whatever he wants, and he finally has the quarterback that can execute his game plan. The quarterback that has Kyle's confidence. He has great confidence in Brock. Brock is able to do exactly what Kyle wants. And the most dangerous thing in an offense is when the head coach and the quarterback are in tune with one another. And this is what we're finding out with Brock Purdy. I don't think any team can stop this team but themselves and injuries. So I'm fired up. Real quick, before we move forward, I just want to welcome Mac Joe in the house. What's up, Mac Joe? We got Facebook user. Unfortunately, it doesn't say your name. You can type it out at the end of your sentence, or make your way over to our YouTube channel, and it will show it for you. But welcome, nevertheless. We got Joey in the house. What's up, Joey? Always supporting. Says Elijah could have used that phone right there.
Fucking Joey, this motherfucker.
Yep. We got Luis Moreno now. What's up, Luis? Welcome. And we got Jimmy PS in the house. What's up, Jimmy? Welcome, sir. So, Mr. Says, I've been working like crazy and not had a chance to watch your videos. Hope everyone is doing good and stable. Listen, Mac Joe, I know how it is to deal with life. We got to take care of our families, our loved ones, work. The fact that you're here today watching this channel, even if it's for a few minutes, I just want to say thank you, man. I salute you. And a busy week, taking care of your family, you still take time to come and check us out. Real quick though, Mac, if you're not following my boy Brandon, make sure to follow him at Forever Faithful Podcast and hit that subscribe to his channel. We're trying to get his channel up, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because we have the most loyal fans, not only to the team but to Niner content creators. So I know we're gonna get it, and we're gonna get it up. Jimmy Rio says, I agree. Sure, they are planning to split the throw and run. I don't put nothing behind Kyle, Brandon.
Neither do I.
Kyle's smart. He'll do whatever he needs.
Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna split it, pass and run. The question is how much at least on the passing, is it going to go to BA? How much is it going to go to CMC? How much is it going to go to Debo? How much is it going to go to George Kittle? George Kittle doesn't get as much touches like he used to. So I'm kind of hoping that Kittle has a game this weekend, because I also have him on fantasy and I need him to get some points. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's my question for you, Beto. Going into this game, who has the better defense? And just talking as a football fan, not going off of our team.
Oh, sorry. I'm typing to the guys as well. Repeat the question for me one more time.
Who has the better defense going into this game so far?
That's a very good question, Brandon. Man, to me, honestly, it's a 1A, 1B. I don't want to discredit the Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys. Can't stand the Cowboys. But I love football. I like to be as honest as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the Dallas Cowboys have more takeaways in 4 games than the Niners do. They're bringing the pressure. They have Mika back there, like we have Bosa. I think the front 4, we are better. I think the linebacking core, we are better, but they are playing fast and they're taking the ball away. So I would have to give the edge a little bit to the Cowboys over the Niners, and this is just being honest. But in the takeaway department, let me make it clear, in the takeaway department. But overall, the Niners have more Pro Bowlers on that defense. So the Niners defense is better than the Cowboys. The Cowboys just have more takeaways. But they're going to be facing a quarterback that does not like to give the ball away. Let's see how their defense does when the other team doesn't turn the ball over as much or at all. Let's see what they can do. But anything will be put to rest after this game. It will be a defensive battle. For those that think it's going to be a high-scoring game, I just can't see it. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be defensive. But if I have to put my money on which offense will have a better chance with the opposing defense, I got to give it to the Niners. I got to. Right now, and I'm not talking about past history or future. Right now, I'm going to ask you one question, Brendan. Who's playing better quarterback right now? Dak Prescott or Brock Purdy? Can't hear you.
My bad, I was on mute.
Now you got to do
Brock
that all
Purdy.
over again.
Brock Purdy, like I told you in the beginning of the show, we haven't seen jack shit from the Dallas offense yet. So they haven't been having to put up production because their defense been taking care of all that. Where the Niners, we've been going off on both sides of the ball. So, of course, easily Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. David Villa is in the house. What's up, David Villa? How you doing, sir?
Doing
Says,
well,
what's
David.
up, my Niner family, my brother Beto and Brandon? Glad you're on. Can't wait for the game Sunday. It's going to be a magical game for us this year. It's our year. To your mouth, to God's ears, man, to the football gods' ears. I just want to stay healthy. To me, that is what is going to keep us going, is the health. Can we stay healthy? That's what I want. This game, the Niners need to win just as bad as the Cowboys. I think the pressure is more on the Cowboys than they are the Niners. But the Niners need to win this game. If they can make a statement on this defense, OMG. If Brandon and you can go off, Debo goes off, CMC goes off, and our defense shuts that offense up, there's always talk about the Cowboys, Niners, and Eagles right now. And I don't want to dismiss Detroit. Detroit is playing pretty good football on both sides of the ball, but they're still young. This is a statement, a big statement this Sunday night on who's going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. Again, if every team stays healthy, it's going to be interesting to see what this game looks like. This is going to be a little bit of a preview of the playoffs. Now, Jerry Jones was caught saying that the Niners are the team that most likely will be in the Super Bowl. You want to share something with that?
Yeah, let me. What's funny is I actually have it right here lined up. Let's play it real quick. Hold on.
Owner/general manager yesterday on his Dallas by us. Hopefully,
Hold on.
yesterday on his Dallas radio show, Jerry Jones had this to say
Hold on.
about the 49ers.
They are right now probably the most likely team to go in the Super Bowl. But in order for them to get there, they've got to go by us, hopefully 2 times, if that's the way it falls in the playoffs. And we're in the playoffs, of course. But the bottom line is that you're playing the best. This is a certainly, you don't need the game to tell you that you're playing the best. But you need the game to show you how you stack up against the best.
Okay, so
Yeah.
All right, what are your thoughts? on that?
Right on point. You know, to me, I see where he's coming from, but to me, being that he's playing in the East Division, he is completely being disrespectful to the Philadelphia Eagles. because he's like, they're going to have to go through us. All right? So if I'm a Philadelphia fan or Eagle, I'm like, whoa, you little stinky old man. What do you mean through you? Who was in the championship game last year? Who won that game? Who represented the NFC in the Super Bowl? To me, that was a huge disrespect to the Eagles. I know he's focusing on the rivalry in the past, Niners and Cowboys. But hey, he still has the Eagles in his division. They haven't played yet. Old man Jerry needs to slow his roll down. Don't focus too much about us, regardless of what the outcome is in this game. Focus on your backyard because the Eagles are 4-0 right now. You're 3-1. So, Jerry, keep your mouth shut. Haven't you learned anything from Jed York? Jed York just pays the bills and gets himself out of the way. Jerry, you're too old, man. Go back to the strip joint and do your thing over there and let your son run the team because you're definitely running your mouth. Real quick, Tanisha is in the house. What's up? We got royalty in the house. What's up, Tanisha? Welcome. Thank you for arriving and showing. Make sure to hit the like button. Tanisha, real quick, everybody that is coming new, I'm just going to make you guys aware that we are doing our shows once a week with my boy Brandon. We're trying to get his channel going. We're trying to get his channel to grow. Make sure if you're not already subscribed to my boy Brandon's channel, Forever Faithful Podcast. Make sure to follow him, subscribe to his channel. Great guy. He has great content. He keeps you updated with injuries. He keeps you updated with players. He does a lot of great video clips. Let's show some love and subscribe to my boy Brandon. Absolutely. But welcome to the channel. Welcome. Luis Moreno says, if the Niners beat the Cowboys for the third time, imagine the mindset of the Cowboys going into the playoffs, knowing they have to play us again. Not good for them. This is a very good point, Luis. Very good point. This is why the Dallas Cowboys, I believe, will come on Sunday night with their A game. The Niners cannot afford to overlook them at all. Any thoughts, Brandon?
Yeah, I agree. Just going back on the defense question I asked you earlier, I got it from Undisputed from yesterday's show, and Sherman and Keyshawn both said the Niners. And then, of course, Skip went with, Dallas.
Oh, shocker.
All right. I just want to play it real quick if that's cool.
Of course.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
I'll give you an edge here and an edge there and an edge here. I got all the things that you just detailed. If you want to play punt, pass, and kick, you might have me by a little bit here and there. But if we want to talk about productivity, if we want to talk about the bottom line to the game you both played at the very highest level, what is it ultimately all about? It's about taking the football away and not giving it away. It's pretty simple. That's the telltale, tell-it-all stat is turnover differential. If your defense can take it away much more than your offense gives it away, I can show you year after year after year. I can show you the numbers. The numbers will tell you that the teams who get to the Super Bowl have the best, almost always, turnover differential. What does my defense do better than any defense maybe ever in the history of football? We're on a tear right now, a takeaway tear. We are taking the ball away at an historic level.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how it carries on through this year. But there's only one team in the history of this league that led the whole league in takeaways 2 straight years, and it was the Steel Curtain Steelers of the 1970s.
Oh, so now y'all the Steel Curtain.
We're
Jets were the 85 Bears, now y'all the Steel Curtain.
We are eclipsing the Steel Curtain because through 4 games, we're on the same rampage that we've been on for 2 years under the great Dan Quinn. Richard knows him well because he played for him in Seattle. He is our unofficial head coach. He is our official motivator of the team. And since he walked in the door, all the defense does is produce at the highest level. It does the ultimate. It takes the football away.
I give you that.
I'm looking 2021, 2022, and 4 games into 23. My defense has taken the ball away 77 times. In that same span, the 49ers have taken the ball away 55 times. We're 22 ahead over 2 years and 4 games. That's extraordinary. That's significant. That's a big gap from A and what would you call it? A B minus. So the truth is, the God's truth is, if you look hard at the numbers, the God's truth is that the B minus, the 1 B minus is actually the 49ers, because I'm looking at interceptions and fumbles returned for touchdowns over these 2 years and 4 games. And I'm looking at Cowboys. They're number 1 by far with a bullet.
Couldn't
because
agree
they
more,
have
Luis.
12 over 2 years and 4 games. 12 times they have either caught the ball or scooped the ball and scored with the football. The 49ers over that 2 years and 4 month span, 5 times, 12-5. Well, that means you got number 1, and then you got a 1 B minus in San Francisco. I'll give you that.
Okay.
How about sacks over the last 2 years and 4 games? Sacks. I'll give you this. Philly, we're going to talk about Philly in a few minutes here, but they have 1 more sack than Dallas over that period. It's 110 for Philly to 109 for Dallas. And the 49ers are back at that B minus level at 101. So we take it away, and we scoop it and score it, and we intercept it and pick six it, and we sack at higher levels. We produce at much higher levels than the 49ers ever thought about. So I give you, if you want to go to the combine, you got me. If you want to punt, pass, and kick, you got me. But you don't have me here.
So basically,
Yeah, his
I need
rants are ridiculous, bro.
dude. I know, right? So what I was hoping that they're gonna show what Keyshawn said about the Niners defense, because they called the Cowboys defense a B minus. That's what Skip.
It was Keyshawn. They called that, and you can saw Skip got all butthurt because he expected to be like an A minus. When he said B minus, he got his little panties all wet and bothered. And not only that, but even Nick Wright from First Things First. I've been watching that, and he said that Geno Smith is a better quarterback than Brock. I don't know why he hates the Niners so much. He said that Geno Smith is a way better quarterback than Brock Purdy this year and last year. And I don't understand where Nick Wright is getting his information. I know he's a huge Homer Chiefs fan, but the dude hates the Niners. He's saying that he doesn't trust Brock. What has Brock haven't done so far to people not to trust him? He's doing everything that he's asked to do. The greatest thing I keep hearing is he hasn't faced adversity yet. But if you don't have to,
guess what? We're playing dominant defense on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy shows out. Nick Wright better put some respect on his name.
Yeah, how dare him? And no disrespect to Seahawks fans, Joe. If you're watching this podcast now or later, I know you're a huge Seahawks fan, but let's keep it real. Geno has done a beautiful thing with Pete Carroll. He has played better than he's done in his career. I'm happy for you and Geno Smith. But if you look at all the categories, there's no way in the world that he is better than Brock. And this is not me being just a Niner fan, a homer. This is looking at the stats. Brock hasn't done anything to deserve that disrespect. And it just completely pissed me off. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys watched First Things First and heard this comment from this ugly-looking, big-nose, hairy hair, Nick Wright. The dude Go take a shower, man. This dude's just idiotic, man. He's just idiotic, and I like to watch it from. I can't think of his name. The other guy. The other guy's pretty. He's pretty decent in that. But these takes from these people are just unreal, my friend.
Yeah, you're telling me, man. Like Brock Purdy is not getting the respect that he deserves, and honestly, it's kind of annoying at this point. But you know what? Let them keep hating. Let Brock Purdy prove what he has to bring it to the table. The guy, since he started and CMC's been here, we are what? I think 15, 16 and 0.
Yep.
Right? No interceptions. And we score an average of 30 points a game.
Yep.
I mean, what more can you say?
Brock has not lost a game that he finished. He's, I believe, 8-0 or 9-0 as a starter. The guy plays, understands defenses, makes the right reads. He's a quick decision maker. He understands what Kyle expects of him. He can process really, really quick. He can see that open receiver. He doesn't always go to the receiver that he was planned to go first. He actually scopes out the defense. The guy's playing great. I keep hearing that because of the lack of arm and the lack of size, he's not a top 10. He's a top 10 quarterback right now. And if you're going to be stuck on that big arm and big body, then that's just you hating. The dude threw for 42 yards to right in the breadbasket to a Ute. Okay, and then he threw a 30-plus yard. You know who hasn't thrown anything over 30? Dak Prescott. The guy that's getting all that money. Let me read something real quick, guys. During the game against Arizona, when the pocket is clean, okay, this boy, Brock Purdy, has about an 87%. Okay, he, out of 19 attempts, he completed 19. He was perfect. Okay, for 271 yards and a TD. Under pressure, when he's under pressure, he completed one. Hold on, he completed 1 out of 2, 50% completion. Okay, for 12 yards. When he's not blitz, be careful when you don't blitz this kid. He's 15 for 16. He had that one. The blitz came under pressure. He's 16 for 16 and a touchdown. When blitz, he was 5 for 5. Okay? This guy can handle the blitz. He's not afraid to stay. What does that mean when you're 5 for 5 when blitz? It means that you stay in the pocket. You're not worried about getting hit. You're focused on who you're going to throw the ball to, and you're helping your team to get the ball where it needs to go. This kid is the real deal. He may not be 6'4", but the guy is standing like a giant. He might not have the biggest arm, but the biggest muscle you need is between your ears. And that muscle he's flexing, which is his mind. This kid is special. I hate comparisons. This kid, if you're not a believer, I don't know what it's going to take, Brandon, for people to jump on. I love my boy Ted. I do. Great guy. Congratulations on your second baby. Love you, brother. But you got to let go of the Trey Lance. That bus has sailed. Brock Purdy is the man. And people have questioned me. Hey, you said you like Trey. Why are you calling Trey Lance a bust and he's no good? Let me explain why. Because he's wearing a damn star on his head. He's a Cowboy now. So as soon as you go to the Cowboys, you suck. If Brock Purdy went to the Cowboys, he would suck. I can't stand the Cowboys. So that's why I'm trash talking Trey Lance. Because he's now a Cowboy. I had to get that out, bro. Because people are like, hey, I thought you liked Trey. I liked him when he was a Niner. I liked him when he was a Bison. can't stand him as a Cowboy. So maybe that will change once he leaves. Let me read some of these questions, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Niners throwbacks is, I only have one question. When will Danny Gray? I believe he's been. I think he'll be cleared next week, if I'm not mistaken. I do know that Robert Beal is off injured reserve. Who else? I'm trying to. I can't. There's two people that came off injury reserve that are not practicing. But I think Danny Gray, because he went down week 1. We gotta wait another week. Hopefully he'll be ready to go if they need him. Now keep in mind, right now the way the Niners are playing, any player at whatever position it is, if they're not needed because they're doing okay, they're not gonna rush nobody. He might be clear now, but he might not be rushed in because Ronnie Bell's playing good. So just because they get cleared doesn't mean they have to come in. The only ones that come in is like if Brandon Ayuk was on IR or Debo was on IR, those guys come in as soon as they're clear. But when you get the other guys, they're going to just sprinkle them in. But I think Danny Gray's coming along. He's fine. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of this week or next week. You want to add anything to that?
Honestly, I think we'll just see Ronnie Bell.
What are your thoughts about the Ronnie Bell so far and what you've seen, the little sample size that you've seen of him?
I like him a lot, dude. He's going to be good in the system for sure. And he's already proven it. So,
yeah.
just be on the lookout for him.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said just be on the lookout for him.
Absolutely. Niner Throwback says, I just wanted to see more deep threats. I get we have a Ayuk, but I want a Kyle to scare defenses even more. Listen, do not be surprised if Kyle knows this and it has in the back of his mind for games that are totally necessary to keep defenses balanced. He looks at the defense he's facing. If a defense does not oppose a big threat, and the Niners can manage by keeping everything within front of them, they will do that. Trust me. We've seen that 42-yard throw from Brock. That's a sample size to know that if it's need to be, if the Niners need to throw the ball deep, he can do it. He can do it. But if he's dinking and dunking or just throwing here a 10-yarder, a 20-yarder, and the ball is getting moved, it doesn't matter how the ball gets moved as long as we're scoring. Listen, for a concern about him not having a big arm or being tall, and I'm not referencing you Niner Throwback, I'm talking about in general, we are scoring 30-plus points a week. This is the 4th week, and a lot of people, wow, this will be the week that the Niners don't score 30. Are you sure? Are you sure? Carol, I mean, the Cardinals put 28 points on that defense. Are you? I'm not saying they will, but are you so sure that the Niners can't put 30 on the Cowboys defense? We're about to find out on Sunday night. But this offense is moving. It is like a well-oiled machine. It is doing its thing. Brock Purdy's only getting better each game. Imagine Brock Purdy by playoff time. Ooh-wee. I am fired up. We finally got our quarterback, Brandon. We finally got our quarterback.
I know.
I don't know what people are waiting for.
People are sleeping on him.
Nate Burson on Good Morning Football is another Niner hater. Yeah, he's a Seahawks fan, bro. He's a big Seahawks. I've seen him give some love to Niners, but it's very, very rare that he does that.
I say he gives more love to the Rams than he does the Niners.
Okay, Mod. Gotcha. I don't know if that's a reference to me or you're talking to someone. Probably talking to someone, but let me know if it's me or someone else because I am confused. It doesn't take much for me to get confused anyway, but that's besides the point. What? You want to be on the show? Okay, hold on. We got a
Yeah,
show
pop-
crusher.
up.
All right, come on. Is it what? Who's gonna win the game? No, I didn't say lick my
Yeah,
microphone.
look in the mic. Nice.
Niners are kicking the butt. This is my baby right here. Mwah. She was outside. My wife had to open the door and let her in because she was scratching on the door to get in. That's her way of saying open the door. David Villa says they don't want to admit we are the best Niners for life. We taking it all this year. Man, all I don't want to see is injuries. If we can avoid injuries, the sky is the limit. This could be very well our year. Kyle Shanahan has done a great job. I know a lot of people. My boy Dion, he's harsh on Kyle. Love my boy Dion, but it's for him. It's a Super Bowl bust, and it's true. It is Super Bowl or bust. I'm not talking about be content with just making it into the championship. Okay, you got to win the Super Bowl, and I am with Dion on that. 100%. 100%. Oh, okay. To Maverick. Got you. Because I'm like, we already got your information, but anyway, got you. So, my boy Dion, it's kind of hard on Kyle because he hasn't won a Super Bowl. And I try to explain to my boy Dion that at the end of the day, it is Super Bowl or bust. It is. But you can't take away what Kyle and John have done in 7 years. They came in, totally dismantled this team. It's not like Harbaugh coming in, taking over a good roster and getting them to the championship game. He came in, dismantled the whole team, only brought on 3 players from the old regime, built it himself with John. And for all those that keep telling me that they don't draft well, maybe not in the high, but oh my God, bro. Yes, Solomon Thomas was no good. Yes, we moved up for Forrester. But who thinks about Forrester when you have Fred Warner? Okay? Even though we drafted Solomon Thomas and Forrester, did you guys forget that we drafted a tight end in the 5th round by the name of George Kittle? That draft alone was worth it just because of Kittle. Then you got Fred Warner in the 3rd round. You got a Hufanga Pro Bowler in the 5th round. You got Greenlaw that should be a Pro Bowler in the 5th round. You get all these gems. You got Debo in the 2nd round Pro Bowler, All Pro. Come on. You get Trent Williams for peanuts from a team that doesn't like the Niners. The ex-owner hated Kyle Shanahan. And he was able to trade Trent Williams. This team, this organization, John Lynch and Kyle, have done nothing but improve our team. We are relevant. I don't know about you, Brandon, but I can walk with my chest up and my head high representing my colors. Why? Because we are winning. We haven't won the big one yet, but I got to believe that if you keep on knocking, that door eventually will be open, and the Niners are doing it. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Dion. He has his reasons, and I'm cool with it. But I also believe that that if we ever fire Kyle, which we won't, who do you replace him with? Mike McCarthy from the Cowboys? Hell no. Eric the Enemy? What has he done to show me? I'm not saying he can do it, but what has he done to show me that he's capable of doing it? Let me ask you, Brandon. Let's just say for devil advocate, we fire Kyle. Who do you bring in next year to get what Kyle's gotten you so far?
I don't even know. There's not really any good coaches out there right now.
Exactly. There isn't. Not any the best coach there's. Let me ask you this. Kyle Shanahan, is he a top 3 coach head coach right now.
Yeah.
Because let's name some coaches. Andy Reid, Super Bowl winner,
Yep.
has to be at the top.
Agreed.
Okay,
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, and he got his ass kicked by the Cowboys. But Bill Belichick,
He also doesn't have a team.
you got Pete Carroll, you got Kyle Shanahan, which I think and then you got McVay, the top 5. So at the very least, however you want to put him, he's a top 5 head coach out of 32 teams. What else do you want? What else do you want? He's a top 5 at the very least from 32 teams, but yet you want to get rid of him because he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet? Yet. This roster is poised. Now, I know people don't believe in luck. I wish I didn't, but it smacks me in the face each and every time for me not to believe in it, good or bad. Do you agree with me, Brandon, that not only do you need personnel, you need great players, great coaches, but you need a lot of luck to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah. And you need a good team, good coaches, like you said, good GM. You know, yeah. I mean, if you have all that, like Kyle and John built this team from the ground up, basically, and look at how good we are now. Yeah, we haven't won the ring yet, but we look way better than what we have. To be honest with you, I think we're better than the Harbaugh years.
I agree. I 100% agree that we are a better team. I mean, other than Patrick Willis, you can't take nothing away from him, no Bravo Bowman, but I'm very confident. I'm very good with Fred Warner and Greenlaw, great linebackers to have. We're lacking a little bit in the secondary, Brandon, but I think the Niners will be okay. The front four just needs to bring more pressure, and I think that'll be something that the Niners will continue to work on under Steve Wilkes. This team is ready to rock and roll. Injuries have derailed us in a lot of times. Listen, we went into the NFC champ. I'm gonna just share this real quick. I know that we gave up 3 number ones, which in reality was just 2, and we switched 1 with Miami. So I don't know why people say 3. It's not 3, it's 2, but whatever it is for Trey Lance. Nothing against Trey Lance when he was here. It didn't work out, whatever. People are like, I can't believe the Niners, Kyle gave up all that capital, blah, blah, blah. He's stupid and he's no good. During that time, did we miss the playoffs? Or were we back-to-back NFC championship games, Brandon?
We went to back-to-back NFC championship games.
So if you're in a championship game, now I'm going to play stupid right now. Does that mean you're in the playoffs?
Yeah.
That means, and then to get into the playoffs, you got to win games during the regular season, right?
Yeah. We do.
So how does that number ones affect us? I'm not saying it's a smart thing to do every time. I'm not saying people should do it, period. But if anything, it saved us money on first rounders that we would have to pay. The Niners have been competitive, and we maybe call it luck if you want. Call it that Brock Purdy saved the seat of Kyle by getting drafted in the 7th round. It is what it is. But you got a quarterback that can take you to the Super Bowl that is driving a Toyota Sequoia as his car. Okay? A Toyota Sequoia. Let that sink in. He's making peanuts. This is why we can pay Bosa, bring Hargrave into the mix. This is why we'll be able to pay Brandon. Because our quarterback is making no money, but yet he's playing like a top dollar quarterback under Kyle. And for those that don't like Kyle, I know I'm going on a rant, but listen.
Good.
Oh my God. Once you see Kyle with the quarterback he trusts, hasn't it looked different this year with Brock? than it ever did with Jimmy?
Yes. It looks way different. It looks better.
Because he
Looks
has
more
faith and trust in Brock, bro. That's all he
the
needed. What's up, Raymond Nunez? Welcome to the show.
play,
What's up, Brad?
the playbook is more open for Brock
Absolutely.
than
And
it was for Jimmy.
when you go into going into this game Sunday, Brandon, going to this game, there's no guarantees in life. We know that. No absolutes. But are you afraid of the Cowboys?
No.
Are you afraid that our quarterback might lose the game for us?
No, not really.
I bet you if you ask a Cowboy fan, are you afraid of the Niners? They'll say nope. Are you afraid that your quarterback might lose the game? They'll pause. They will pause and like, well, well, maybe. I don't get that reaction or feeling when it comes to Brock. And this is a kid that was playing his first year as a starter. He's learning as he goes. Do you have any other videos that you want to share real quick?
No, not really. Just that T.O. is choosing us to beat Dallas this weekend. He was on 95.7 the game this morning.
He
with
picks the
Vontae.
Niners to beat Dallas?
Yeah, and then he told Jerry Jones to kick rocks.
He doesn't like Dallas.
Nope, he does not.
Yeah, he does not like Dallas. He doesn't like Philly. What's up,
Actually, said-
David McNiner?
He also said that that the Eagle fans like greet him and everything more than the Niner fans do.
T.O.?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He almost ran over my wife one time when he was on the Niners, bro. So, and told my wife to get out of the way. I'm like, oh, dude. I told my wife, you should have got in front of him. That would have been money in our pocket. My wife's like, you should have got in front of him. But that's a story for another day. What's up, Christian McCarver? How you doing? McCarver. I keep saying that Carver. I'm thinking of our boy McCarver. Yeah. And I keep messing it up. It says, I saw the interview on the club. Shay. I keep hearing this name. You guys kind of have to educate me on this. Which is Shanahan Sharps? Oh, you just did. Thank you. Where Shanahan was interviewing Marshawn Lynch, and Marshawn said that Malcolm Butler, INT, the Seahawks haven't been the same since. Oh, you talk about that Super Bowl where they should have given it to Marshawn instead of
Marshawn, exactly.
Yeah, but that goes for the Niners back with Harbaugh. When we threw it to Crabtree, I don't know how many times they should have gave it to Frank Gore.
And then the same thing happened with the Raiders last weekend. They should have given Josh Jacobs the ball to tie it up, and they passed it. And Jimmy, the rookie, freaking threw an interception, a pick six. I think it was pick six, or maybe just an interception. But
still bad. What's up, Steve-O? Says Trey, we're going to be closing up shop in about a minute or two, so hang in there with me. Trey said Cowboys stupid them a lot of the 2 years and helping study them about 2 years, and he helping them. I don't know if I'm just reading stupid or don't really understand your question. Probably me.
Basically,
well, nothing wrong with having a Sequoia, but Brock Purdy, because all these players have Beamers and Mercedes, and that was only reference. But nothing wrong with. I can't even afford a Sequoia, so you're doing better off than me, Laura.
They're basically saying that Trey's going to give the Cowboys help with the way the Niners play and all the stuff. I'm like, go ahead, it's all good. I don't care.
Really, huh? Real quick, guys. I just want to give another shout out to your channel, bro. Tell people where they can find you on YouTube, on Instagram. Put it out there. We got great people. We got a lot of people watching. This is your time to let them know how they can reach you, Brandon.
All right, y'all. So, like it says right above my camera, Fair Faithful Podcast on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're live on that channel as well right now. Trying to get to 500 subscribers right now. We're at 443. So we're getting there. Please, please, please. I'll bring all the Niner news and everything. So please subscribe and like this video as well. And then we're also over on we just hit 1,000 followers a couple days ago. So we're growing over there too. So make sure you hit that follow button on Twitter to get all your updates for our favorite podcast as well. We're also on, if you want to get that audio portion of the podcast, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, all the other podcast platforms that you listen to. We're on there for our faithful podcast. So, like I said, just hit that like and subscribe button. We are growing. We continue to bring you Niner updates and news and preview and post game shows, along with my boy Beto. So, yeah.
Right on. So make sure to support him. Like he said, he's trying to hit 500 on his YouTube channel. We are family here in the Niners content world. Make sure to support him and follow him and have him follow you guys back. I just want to say hi to my boy Eric Davis, one of my old co-hosts back in the day from the NWA. What's up, Eric Davis? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on my channel. John says Aiden. Oh, that's right. Aiden O'Connell is the guy you were referenced. Is the rookie quarterback for the Raiders. He looks like he might be good, but we'll see. Javon Hargrave is doing the same, and we have Anthony Brown. They both know about Dallas too. Referencing Trey Lance giving spy information about the Niners. Kyle's too smart, and Trey's too stupid anyway. So I'm okay. Kyle probably gave Trey all the McDonald's playbook. I'm sorry that I'm hating him, but he's a Dallas Cowboy. Sorry. I was joking. It's not joking. It's called lying. Sorry, Laura. It's called lying. People like to categorize it joking. Okay, it's lying. Repent. Just kidding. What's up, Brandon? What were you going to say?
No. So before we head out, just real quick, who's your X factor on offense and defense?
Oh, that's a good question, Brandon. Who is my X factor on offense against the Cowboys? I'm gonna have to go with the line, and I'm gonna have to go with McKivitz. I think McKivitz is really gonna do some work. Is he gonna get beaten by Parsons? Maybe, but I want to see McKivitz stand up and show out. So he's my pick for the offense. I know a lot of us want playmakers, but I need him to really step up. And defensively, for me, I got to see more of Drake Jackson. It's like he had 3 sacks week 1, and then he's been laying farts for the last 3 games. Like a fart in the wind, just disappears. He's been non-existent. I need Drake Jackson to put that pressure. I need that pressure. So I'm going with Drake Jackson on defense and Colvin McKivitz on offense. What about you? Great question, Brandon.
I'm going to go with George Kittle on offense, like I said earlier. I think he's due for a game.
Oh, I like it.
So I'm choosing 85. And then on defense, I'm going to go with Bosa. I think he gets a sack.
Yeah, he's one that has kind of, I know he started late because of the whole contract situation. Hopefully he starts getting his feet underneath him. We need him to have that year like he had last year. He only has 1 sack this year, so that's not good for him. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the show. Good to see you, my friend. Let me read some of these last comments and we'll head out. Make sure you guys to follow my boy Forever Faithful Podcast. Show him some love and support. Appreciate that. Kyle gave Trey the Happy Meal playbook. Exactly, Laura. Exactly. So that's all he's teaching. And then Mike McCarthy is stupid anyway. Even if Trey did explain things to Mike McCarthy, he's like, what? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Where did Brandon go? He went after that burger. Brandon Ayuk, since no digs defense, will have to have Lenore step it up. Oh, Lenore, yeah, that's a good point there, Eric. We're gonna need Lenore to step up and show out as well. Real quick, in the comments, I might not read them, but you're welcome to put them in the comments. What are your thoughts so far on Isaiah Oliver? Thumbs up or thumbs down based on what you've seen so far from him. What's up, Ray? Ray. What tips Trey gives the Cowboys? It's all going to come down to execution and matchups. Talk your shit, Ray. Talk your shit.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Love it, Ray. Talk your shit. John says, Colin Farrell. Oh, shit. I forgot about him. I forgot about Colin Farrell. So, anyway, guys, it's been great. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to follow my boy, Brandon, on Forever Faithful podcast. Support him. Let's get the big boy to 500 so that we can continue to go. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting the channel. Love each and every one of you. Continue to have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Enjoy Saturday college football. And then Sunday night, baby. It is on like Donkey Kong. Randy Daytona, I see you. I am on my way out, but I see you. I want to acknowledge you. Welcome, Randy Daytona. Any last words before we go, Brandon?
Ciao, Randy.
All right,
Go
guys.
Niners.
Have a wonderful night. Go Niners. Peace. We're out of here.